Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
And I'm Lauren.
And the windows are open today. It's not quite as hot in here, but that doesn't mean we won't get some sweat going as we use our body weight for strength, mobility, and fun, right?
You got it.
Yeah,
Always.
how can you not have fun with Lauren right here?
Always.
So I'll be taking us through some breath, head, ribs warm-ups. Lauren will get into the shoulders next and join us for simple strategies for strength and wellness at home or at the gym or a beautiful day outside. Take a breath. Hand, belly, hand, chest. You're filling the lungs always, but think about filling the belly. Breath in, expand the belly. Slow exhale, forced out through the nose. Repeat, belly breath in, look to create room. The air is going in the lungs, but relax those abs and expand. Then exhale, drawing in. Now keep that belly button drawn into the spine and take the breath into the chest. Does it expand 360 degrees around as you exhale? Or did it lift? Avoid that shrug and instead fill the rib cage, front, side, and back, and exhale. Let's add some pauses and repeat. Breath into the belly, expand like the balloon. Let's hold full for 4 seconds, and then exhale for 4 seconds. Holding empty for 4 seconds. Repeat to the belly, breath in. 4 seconds inhale, 4 seconds hold, 4-second exhale, and a hold, empty. Now belly button's tight to that spine, now take your chest breath in. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, exhale, and the empty challenge, hold empty. Repeat one last time, into the chest. Hold full. Exhale with power. Hold empty for confidence. And resume your breath for respiration. Shake that out, and now into the head neck. At the head neck, do your chin tuck first, and we're focusing today on rotations. So with the chin tucked in, slowly rotate towards looking over a shoulder. Grow tall as you return through center and repeat in the other direction. The chin tucks in to make sure we're not text-necking out at the side, and easy does it as we go one more each way. Rotation, and then last one. Rotation, finish center. Throughout there, Lauren's hips and shoulders, as well as mine, and hopefully yours, were facing forward. Now keep your head forward, hips forward, arms in tight, shoulder blades retract, and try to rotate through that rib cage or T-spine.
Head forward.
Head forward, hips forward, rotation through the ribs. Then find center. Same thing on the other side. Keep this rotation over top of your hips again, as we did there. Avoid leaning out to the sides. Stay tall, add that rotation with the hips forward, head forward, shoulders back, return to center. Lastly, keep your head, shoulders facing forward, and turn in those hips. The knees might bend a little bit to facilitate that movement. They probably won't move very much, but shoulders and head face forward and turn or twist about the hips. Maybe one more each side. Come back to center, and Lauren can't wait to get that wiggle on. Shoulders quick, and then back to the ribs for one more thing with me.
Excellent. We'll stand with our feet underneath us. It's always a good place for them. Up tall, rooted in the floor, glute squeeze. And even though we're doing your shoulders, let's keep our core braced as to not arch our low back. Gently start in your W shape. From the W, we'll hide the ears by shrugging the shoulders, and then pull the blades down, juicing the oranges in your armpits. Repeat again. Gentle shrug, gentle pull down. Now with those blades slightly pulled down, that core brace, slowly start extending towards your T. In this T here, we're going to try to rotate those elbow pits towards the floor. As they rotate towards the floor, arms are going to continue rotating. Those palms are going to start to face forward, and we're gently trying to reach behind us in some light shoulder extension. As we're here, let's pull the blades together again. And then we'll bring the palms to the side, the hands to the side of the body. Palms will be facing behind you. And then gently relax your shoulders. Let's repeat in the reverse. So retract your shoulder blades together. Palms are facing backwards. You're going to reach into extension. Then keeping those shoulders low, we're going to rotate the arms in their sockets so the elbow pits come back up to your T shape. From here, we'll do a gentle shrug again. We'll pull down. We'll keep those elbows nice and straight and work towards our YMCA Y. In the YMCA Y, light shrug of the shoulders and pull down. Now from that Y, pull those elbows towards the hips to make that YW. CA again. And then gently extend on the elbows and slowly relax. Whew.
We'll come back to those shoulders for one moment in a second here. But first, open up your stance nice and wide. At the head neck, we'll do a rotation, then a rotation through the ribs, then through the hips. Coordinate this rotation to start with the head first. So the chin tuck starts in. Let's rotate towards the right. Then hips forward, rotate through the shoulders next. Then let that hip open up with the rest of the body. Now return the head to center, the shoulders to center, and then squeeze your butt cheek to return the hip. Alternate to the other side. The chin tuck in, add the rotation, in this case to my left. Then my hips stay forward as I turn through the torso, lining up the rib cage and sternum and chin, and then open up through that hip. Then return the head to center, return the torso to center, and then final butt squeeze to the middle. One more time each side. Chin tuck in, add the rotation. Then let that torso catch up as we go along for the ride. Then lastly, the knees might bend here, particularly that other side leg as you rotate. Now bring the head back to center, the torso back to center, and then push through the hips, returning. Final repetition, hands in tight, chin tuck, rotation. Next, that rib cage aims to catch up to the head, and then let that hip open or also add the rotation. Then go head back to center, torso back to center, and then push through those legs, square up, little shake, and one more go on those shoulders with Lauren.
All right, this time we're going to work towards more overhead. Be safe, no pinching. Again, standing tall, elbows in, bend 90 degrees. From here, gentle elevate the shoulders and then pull down. Keeping them out of your ears, bring your hands towards your ears, your elbows will be forward. Now from here, slowly slide those hands towards your safe overhead. They might be slightly in front like Ian's. They might be working towards covering your biceps. Your biceps meeting your ears. Now from here with straight elbows, light shrug, pull down. We'll start bending like we're doing our chin up, pulling ourselves up. Elbows come all the way in. Now with 500 pounds in each hand, slowly straighten at the elbows. Create tension in the bicep, tension in the tricep, tension across the elbows to full straightened arms. Hold triceps, 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 and then gently relax. Ooh, got a little cramp.
Nice. From here, we'll get to the floor, we'll fold, and then working on some of our foot walkovers.
Yeah.
With that chin tucked in, start folding from the top down. The chin tucks, the head leads, connecting towards the sternum. Then keep those shoulders back as we continue our forward fold and push the feet in the floor for extra tension and stability. Approach your forward fold. Safe, stiff legs if allowed, but if you need, add the bend to get a little bit lower. Then maybe for one repetition, extend through the knees to feel that tug on the hamstrings, Achilles and calves. And then bend those knees, place hands on the floor, walk back just that little bit, and just a quick wrist warm up here. Push-ups are coming up.
Dun, dun,
Not necessarily by popular request, but we could say it was. But open up those hands, spin those blood donations forward, pull hands to knees, and continue to allow the shoulders drifting over the wrists extension on the wrists, and then press through with the fingertips to hinge back. Keep that tailbone long, pull hands to knees, and then continue to pull hands to those knees to add tension and stability, to extend through the wrist, and then press away. One last time. Pull hands to knees, encourage those shoulders to drift over the fingertips. Breathe into that, and then push back. Now tip your tailbone to the ceiling, that anterior tip in the hips. Push the hands forward and pull the knees off the ground. With the tailbone tipped to the ceiling, then extend the knees, reaching the hips towards that ceiling, and breathe in the down dog for a second. In and out. Now pull those hands and knees back together, which could contribute to you descending to the hover position. And one last time, tip the tailbone to the sky, press the heels towards the floor. They do not have to touch. And then use our hinge this time to stand up, which is vertical shins. Push the feet out, extend the hips through, and a shake and wiggle. And now footwork with Lauren.
Footwork. All right. We'll start in our usual with our feet in parallel, and we'll feel that pull on the floor as we pull our leg and gently get to that demi-point position. Now from here, let's use that toe point and gently flex over the toes. Ooh. Sorry, a little bit of a toe cramp there. Then we'll come back over the toes, demi-point, heel drives down, hip extends. Repeat on the other side. Feel that pull off the floor to the demi-point. Then use the toes to point. Allow that light flex over. Then get back to the pointed foot. Demi, heel connects, hip extends. Let's repeat again, adding on a little bit. From that demi-point, we'll use our point. We'll roll over the toes. Now can we wing that foot out to the side a little bit? And then pull it back to center. And then wing it in a little bit. Back to center. We'll go back over the toes. Demi, heel comes down, hip extends. One more time on the other side. Feel that pull. Knee stays front, ankle stays in or in line right now. As we point, roll over the toes. Then we'll allow that ankle to come out of line to the side. Back to center, in line, and then to center, and back over the toes, demi-point, heel pushes down, hips connect. Let's do 2 knees over toes. Knees press over toes, we'll stretch to tall, and slowly work towards your first balance today. Doesn't have to be all the way up on those tiptoes, but get up as high as you can, and then come down with super straight knees, heels connect at the same time. One more, knees over toes. This time we'll try to find a light balance here. Peel those heels off the floor towards that demi-point. Hold for a couple seconds. Then heels come down and hips extend, pressing through. Shake that out. More ankles and feet.
Excellent. Let's get back to the floor, emphasizing the core in that hover position. Let's hinge to the ground this time. So we press those hips back, root the feet in for strength and stability, and then tip forward, hands to the floor, and then find that 6-point stance or hands, knees, and toes. Push the floor forward, pull the knees off the ground. Now that we're in that hovered position, can we pull to center? Pull those hands to the knees, breathe. Can you feel my shake from there? Yeah. Hold for 3 more seconds. Easy off, knees to the floor. Take that breath. Let's repeat. Lifting the knees, push the hands forward into the ground, and then pull those femur heads into the hips. Now that we're elevated, pull to center. Breathe. Build tension. Hiya on those abs. Make sure we can breathe. Coast that tension away. Return the knees to the floor. One more time, we'll lift off. Hands press forward. Pull those knees up. Then from here, lift the hips to the ceiling, straightening out the knees. Pedal the ankles or have a little bit of fun in that down dog position for you. And then fold up. So walking hands towards feet or feet towards hands. Start in that flex position through the trunk. and then stack. Pull the sternum down to stabilize that low back, and the head is the last to assemble on the horizon. Shake it out. One more time for some walks with Lauren.
All right. We'll warm up those silly walks quickly, and then we'll do a nice horse walk. For our silly walk first, I'd like you to go heel through the foot, placing it down. Now, once you have that foot down, let's come up to find a 2-foot balance, holding for 3, 2. As you descend, your front heel is going to come down. Your back heel will stay up. Flick the floor away. Come through as you would in a normal walking gait for now. Heel, ball, toes. As you come up, you're back up to the demi point here. You'll bend that back knee, slowly descend on the front heel. 2 more. Coming through, rolling through the feet, pushing up, feeling those kneecaps straighten, the hips extend, control the down. Flick the floor away with that back foot as you come through for 1 more. Find that light balance. Come down. Now let's bring our feet underneath us. From here, we're going to go 4 steps backwards. We're going to take 1 foot. It's going to go not too far behind you. Toes, ball, heel comes down. As that happens, push off your front foot with a pointed foot. Bring the leg underneath. Toe, ball, heel out the back. Toe, ball, heel. Push off that front foot, bringing it underneath. Toe, ball, heel. Press off that front foot. And last one here. Toe, ball, heel, flick, pull under. Before we come and do other things, we're going to do a horse walk. So with that in mind, give yourself a little bit of room. You don't need too much. We're going to start in our first position. So heels connected, slightly turned out. Now feel the pull on the legs. Pull so much your knees start to bend. From here, we're going to take a single leg out to the side, and it's going to come slightly in front of you, maybe about 45 degrees, so your heel and your big toe line up. It's pointed right now, toe, ball, heel connects. Let's stay low right now. So we're pulling on that straight leg. We pull so much it starts to bend, and we press into that front leg. We'll point off the back leg. Again, we're staying low, so we're connecting the heels. Point out to the 45, toe, ball, heel. Pull on the straight leg, stay low, press off the back leg. Connect underneath. Repeat 2 more times. Point. Feel that pull and tension and press over. Off the back leg, tucked under. Last one here. As we do this, try to keep your hips tucked or hips extended forward. Point off that back leg, bring the heels together, drive down and away to stand up tall. Shake it out.
Love those silly walks and the horse walks. We forgot to mention in the warm-up perhaps that we have our balance aid on the wall and a chair off to the side. Grab a balance aid to help you. We'll work on the balance, of course, but focus on the ins and outs of the hips. To Lauren for the leg bar.
Excellent. I'd like to start with our small movements first, and then we'll link them together. Tall on the inside leg. Take your outside leg just forward so your heel connects, probably around the big toe of the other foot. From here, we'll rotate inseam faces forward. This is our external rotation. Then back to center, slightly rotating in. Let's do that 1 more time each way. As we do this, the hips or the pelvis doesn't move. It's just the leg rotating in its socket. Back to center. 1 more time, internal rotation. Come back to a neutral leg. Keep the leg straight. Pull it back underneath. Now we'll go through our hip bar. We'll take that same leg, pointing it to the front. From there, open, inseam up. Send the leg to the side, the hips push forward. Once it's in that sidemost position, we'll internally rotate, hide in the inseam. Continue the circle around to the back. Once you're straight behind you, flex the foot, pull a straight leg underneath, point all the way to the front. Let's repeat, but to the back. From the front, pull through center, out the back through that dorsiflex foot, and then as allowed to the pointed foot. Hips stay forward, open up the leg in the socket, bringing it around the corner, inseam forward, all the way around to the front. Pull with a straight leg, returning underneath, sending the hips forward. Working both sides.
Yes.
All right. Same thing on the other side. So first start with that little move. Tally tall, heel strike out front. Externally rotate, inseam forward, back to center, inseam turns in. Hips stay forward. One last time each way. Hips also stay level horizontally. Back to center, last little internal rotation. Center, and then pull underneath and connect. To the front, pointing long, opening the leg up, sending the leg to the side, hips stay level and forward. From there, that slight internal rotation, continuing around the back. Once right behind you, over the foot, flexing, keeping the knee straight. Repeat to the back. Oh, yeah, we pointed to the front. Good job. Underneath, all the way to the back, dorsiflex foot, and then roll over point. Hips stay forward, opening the leg as it comes around to the side so the inseam's up. All the way around to the front, kneecaps on straight, pull underneath. Excellent.
Rib cage, shoulder blade time from a split stance. Assemble in a split stance like a drop back lunge as in our get up. Flat foot in the back is okay. Feet on parallel train tracks, hips forward, shoulders forward, head forward. Elevate the shoulder and then pull it down. Retract the blade and bring the arm to forward. From here, again, are the hips, shoulders, and head squared up. Without moving the body, protract the shoulder, meaning reaching forward. Oftentimes, we're bound to open up, so keep that seatbelt fastened, opposite shoulder to opposite hip. Retract or pull the shoulder blade back to your midline. Repeat. Core tension. Keep that seatbelt on as to prevent the rotation through the upper body and reach through the armpit. The mid-back could feel that nice stretch load, as could the core to prevent you from rotating. Last one will retract. Then step through, bring the arm down, carry the leg through, shake, wiggle, repeat on the other side. The leg that's back is complemented by the arm out front. The shoulders, hips, shoulders, and head are all facing forward. And now through that armpit shoulder blade, protract or reach forward. Feel alive on that lat. Feel that tension build in the shoulder blade on the back, and then retract. Perhaps square up. Stay square, push, protracting that shoulder forward, avoiding any rotation in the upper body. Retract. One last time, forward through that armpit. Engage the core, pull and push on the floor for tension, retract the blade, step through, and reset. One more time to Lauren with that leg bar, and then revisit that an additional set as well.
Excellent. Bent legs. Let's pull that leg up off the floor. So knee is going to bend facing forward. Flick the floor away. Keep the foot drawing up the other leg as the knee stays front. Let's hold. Hips stay level. We're still trying to lift, but we're compressing heel towards the butt for 3, 2. Now keep that foot connected to the other leg and send the knee to the side, hips pushing forward. Hold, pull, adduct, use that inner thigh to pull it back to center. Repeat again. Send the leg to the side, hips stay forward. Feel that glute for 3, 2, back to center. We're doing that one more time. We have stability in that standing leg. We're opening the leg to the side and holding for 3, 2. We're going to bring it back to center. Keep that knee nice and bent as you reach back behind you. We're going to stay here for a couple seconds. Our hips are tucked under, bracing the core. We're trying to keep our heel close to the bum, and then we might reach that leg back 1 millimeter or 2, but not arching that low back. Try to keep it closed, but relax for a second. And one more time, reach it back. Keep that heel close to your bum. Hold, relax, and then straighten the leg out underneath you. Shake it out. Switch. I'm just going to make a slight modification. Ian looked really dark there.
Modifications.
There we go. All right.
Hold it, hamstrings.
Yeah. Hello, hamstrings. Same thing on the other side. So feel that pull up off the floor. Knee stays forward. Foot almost draws up the inseam of the other leg. Hips are staying level here. From here, keep that connection, but pry the leg open and hold. Keep the hips forward for 3, 2, pull it back to center. Repeat again. Send the leg to the side. Feel that glute. Feel the hips push forward. Strengthen the stability on that inside leg. Send it back to center. One last time. Opening to the side and holding for 3, 2, bringing it back to center, keeping that heel as close to bum as you can as you brush back, and then 1 or 2 from here. Hips are level, core brace, slightly reaching behind you into that hip extension, but not arching. And then relax for a second, but keep the knee bent. One last time, stay tall in that standing leg, reach back a little bit further, hold. Then relax it and straighten the leg underneath.
Oh, thank goodness that part of the workout's done.
Woo!
But we might come back to that by the
harder
end.
than push-ups or easier.
Oh, I think that's harder than push-ups. I think that's more intense than push-ups for sure. But it's movement clock time. I'll lead us through the movement clock today, and Lauren gets the job of coaching you through our push-up. Start with those feet in center. Pull up, like Lauren's told us to already. Straighten a leg and land toe ball heel. From there, push forward, let you go back, then continue pulling up that leg to the ankle. Open to 10 or 2, straighten, land toe ball heel, pull to center, then press away to get tall. Again, knee front, then knee side, knee straight, land toe ball heel, push lateral to return to center, and then knee up in the front, knee open to the side, turn on that standing leg, point, toe ball heel, and then press to the corner, arriving center. Now lightly kick a bum, toe ball heel to the back, push that back leg forward, and then push the back leg to the back to assemble together. Repeat on the other side. Pull up in the front, point, toe ball heel on that landing. From there, we'll push forward to return. Sound effects are optional, but they might help. Knee to the side, open, land, toe ball heel, push to center.
I know,
Nice.
that's why I paused it in our spacey.
Knee front, knee side, open, toe ball heel, push, return, knee front, knee to the side, then turn on the standing leg, point, toe ball heel, push. And then last repetition is the butt kick, the step back, and that back foot, pull it forward as you descend and press it away out the back as you move to the front. Shake and wiggles, push-ups now with Lauren.
Push-up time. Let's get back to that forward fold. So we're tucking our chin, rolling ourselves down, flexing on every single one of our vertebrae, and breathing, and trying to keep the knees relatively straight, and keeping our weight towards the forefoot, but keeping our heels down still. Hang out for a second, because it feels good. Then we'll slowly walk ourselves out into our push-up position. Your push-up can be from your knees or from your toes, but no matter where you are, let's tuck the hips, squeeze the glutes, pull the shoulders down, engaging the lats, and slowly descend towards the floor, and then hook back up. Repeat, pull down, and hook to tall. Up to 3 more. If you're doing one really good push-up, that's great. Keep your head in line with your body so you're not chicken necking. We have that last pull down. Press up. This time, tilt the tail towards the ceiling. Lift the hips up. Walking your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands if it feels okay. Let's roll ourselves back up. Engage that core. Feel it pull you. Back up. Stacking, stacking, stacking. Ha.
Back,
Ha.
too tall. Right on. Working on the weight transfers and assembling in our sumo squat first. So open up that stance, slowly, lightly, then aggressively press away from center. It might stretch the hips, activate the glutes, and tighten up those legs. From here, slowly at first, and then more intensely, pull the heels together. Excite those groin lines, including those side butt cheeks, and continue to pull so that the knees bend towards your squat. Let's hang out here for about 10 seconds. Pull together for 5, 4, 3, then don't go anywhere, but push away for 5, 4, 3, and then push so much that we stand back up to tall. Let's repeat that effort one more time of each. Now that we're tall, continue to build that tension, pushing down and out. Cramp up the butt cheeks, engage the core, and maybe stretch those hips in the front. Then gently switch as we start to pull together, gather that tension, and then contribute that towards your descent on the squat. Hang out. Continue now to pull together. Could you get a little lower? Now hang out there for 5 more seconds. Now push away for 4, 3, 2, and push so much to the ground that you rise up. Then heel toes together, little shake in there too, and back to our set of push-ups.
Nice. I think the paper shredder trucks arrived outside, but we'll deal. Tilting your hips gently towards the ceiling, we're going to push our hips back, keeping those vertical shins into our hinge position. Then from there, we're going to tip forward and assume that push-up position another time. Shoulders pack, core brace, hips tuck, glutes squeeze, 1 to 5 push-ups. Pull yourself down to tall. Pulling down. Use your glutes as you press back up. Check in with your head neck position, making sure that chin tuck and staying in line with that spine. We have our last one here, and press. Tilting the tail to the ceiling, reaching those heels to the floor, back to the hinge position, long spine, push down and away to tall.
Whew. Shaking. Let's stick with that sumo vibe and progress towards our Shiko squat.
You were just distracted by my moves.
I was. Let's go. We're here in our sumo. We'll pull down. The Shiko is a weight transfer. Push through those legs and hold on to our first balance. Use a chair out front if that's for you. Just a little balance aid can help to go a long way. Down, up on those legs, and hold your balance with those hips forward and knee to the side. Point and land. Stay at that at that balance in the low position, or start to climb the leg, extend, toe ball heel. Repeat. The goal here is to get lower, not necessarily wider. Come back to home base in that sumo and press. Stay low. Climb one more time. Straighten, toe ball heel, and again, balance. Climb as you can, point and land. Let's hang out here, Lauren. Pull. Could you pull together? Getting lower? Then for 5 more seconds, push out, push out, push out, push out, and push out to stand tall. Heel toes together. Wiggles, 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 and at least 1 more set of push-ups.
1 more set of push-ups. All right, pick one, fold or hinge. Don't do a combo of both. I'm gonna fold, Ian's gonna hinge. Whichever you do, start the process. If you're folding, you're rolling yourself down. If you're hinging, you're keeping that spine long and pushing your hips back. Hang out there, walk yourself out, push-up position from the knees, from the toes, whichever you choose. Pack the shoulders, squeeze the glutes, pull yourself down, up to tall. 5, 4. Remembering, you don't need to do 5. You might just do 1 or 2 really good ones. We have our last one here. And then we'll keep the spine nice and long as we lift the hips up. Walk your hands back and either unfold or unhinge yourself. Back up to tall.
Back up to tall. One last time on the Shiko squat. And here again, we'll deviate from the strictness of our ballet movements and embrace the everywhere movements like in the sumo. Pull yourself down. Press to a single leg. Climb a little, push the hips forward, lean the opposite way of that extended leg, and then land toe ball heel. Push, balance, extend the hips through, and as that leg reaches out to the side, shift your body weight the other direction. Toe ball heel. 2 more each side. Stay low and play with that down here. Climb just a little bit, toe ball heels on the landing. The sound effects are the only noise you want to make here. We don't want a crash bang. Everything to get powerful, toe ball heel, and then last one each side. Climb, extend those hips through. Could you hold an additional balance here? Jinx myself, then toe ball heel. And then last one here, climb if you can. Extend those hips forward, reach that leg towards tall, tickle, tickle, and then down. We'll hang out down here though. Can you pull tighter to get lower? Then for 5 seconds, push out, push out, push out, and push out so much. We stand up tall. Shake it together. It's up to Lauren here. Do we have time for one more set of push-ups?
Oh, yep.
Great.
One more set of push-ups. I was thinking about the hip
Her
move.
fault, not mine. Her fault, not mine.
He suggested it. I was thinking about the... Okay, I'm going to hinge this time. Ian's going to fold. Or do whatever. Chop those hips back, pressing back to your hinge. If you're folding, you're rolling yourself down. In your hinge, your spine is nice and long. Wherever you are, come down to the floor, assembling in your plank or your push-up position. And one last set. Here we go. Pulling yourself down and to tall. Feel those lats engaged as you do this. Find that stability in your core. Heads retracted. And last one here. Core brace. Hup, hup. Tilting the tailbone long. Keeping the spine lengthened. Press your hips back. Push down and away to tall.
Now it's time for those legs, Lauren. One last legs.
One last hip. Grab your balance aid. I'd like you to do this holding on to something so that we're not focused on our balance. We're going to do a loosey-goosey. What that means is we have loosey-goosey. Sorry, I'm crowding your space here. We have loosey-goosey moving leg, but stability on the standing leg. So let's root that standing leg into the ground. Then lift the outside leg. Knee starts front. From here, the knee is going to cross our body. Then it's going to open to the side. Once it gets there, our foot is going to disconnect, lift up. Our knee might fall a little bit. It's going to cross back across the body. Reconnect the foot to the knee. Open the knee to the side. Disconnect. Internal rotation. Cross the body. Open up. Let's do that a couple more times. As you get more comfortable with this, noticing that standing leg isn't moving, the belt line pelvis isn't moving. Could we do it not necessarily faster, but a little bit more loose and goose and loose and goose. Last one or so, bring the knee side, pull it to center, and then press down and straighten. Same thing, other side. Right away, root that foot into the ground, squeeze that standing leg cheek, drive the foot up off the floor, knee front, foot underneath. Knee goes across the body first, then it opens up to the side. Once there, foot disconnects from knee, knee might drop, internally rotate, cross the body, open up. Internal, cross the body, open up. Belt line level. Standing leg super stationary. As we go for about 3 more here, let it flow a little bit more. Find that looseness, find that freedom, but also remain stable. Last one, end with the knee to the side, pull it to center, and then drive it down and extend it tall. Well, the truck left.
Good timing, that truck leaving, as we can relax now that the workout is done. The workout is done here for Friday. We'll keep practicing all weekend as we'll be here tomorrow doing our 8 o'clock live handstand and bodyweight play class, followed by an archive of the morning routine on Sunday. Thank you for being here, live on Fridays at 9 a.m. My name's Ian.
I'm Lauren.
Together we stay strong with our bars and bells, and thank you for being here with us. And as a member or non-member, non-members join at barsandbells.com/membership.
Do it.
We appreciate your patronage and hope that we are staying stronger and know that we are staying stronger together.
Until next time, thank you. Go eat some tomatoes because it's
Ooh,
August.
it's that season.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.